I got black walnuts from Ed at Perennial. Thank you, Ed, because they were such a pain in the ass to open. But after a couple tries, we figured out like the right way. I ended up boiling them in water after getting them out of the outside husk. You want me to crack them?
Yeah.
So let's get that mulch off. There's like a lot of liquid in there, which is kind of where Nocino gets its flavor, which is black walnut seeped in grain alcohol for several months. It's an Italian thing. First thing I noticed that it stains everything black, so we actually kept the water, made a walnut stock, reduced it and fortified it, and then once the walnuts were actually soaked in water for a little bit, that made them a little bit easier to crack. When I was reading online, it was I found all these like weird redneck ways of opening them up. They'd like take their cars and drive them over. They would like get a board with a hole in it and pound them through with a towel. This is the inner shell. You want me to try cracking this one to see what it looks like when it's green?
Sure.
I didn't try this one yet, so let's see what happens.
All right, so how'd you come to pick a bolt cutter as the way to do this?
It's really it was just what was handy.
So it cracked it all the way to the center.
Yeah, this one was a lot easier actually. It's not as mature.
So what's the flavor like?
It's almost like, for me it was like this super earthy sweetness, something you get out of like a really nice burgundy truffle. So like the first thing I thought of is pairing it with truffle, and then I realized that how expensive that would be, so I passed on it. And it's just, it's got like this like real like kind of round sweetness, almost like an umami sweetness to it. We have some roasted fall vegetables, which are sunchokes, apple cider roasted squash, and some roasted turnips. We have some golden beets, some radish. There's a little bit of chickweed, black walnut bacon vinaigrette. There's toasted black walnuts. There's some smoked carrot butter, and a little bit of ras el hanout breadcrumbs to go on top.
So did any of this come from the garden upstairs, or are we past that point?
We're past that point right now. Okay. This is the orecchiette black walnut pasta dough. You just want to roll it out. Try to keep it kind of like rope. 1 part semolina, 1 part AP flour, and then 1 part water, which we use the black walnut stock instead of water. So it turned into like this nice chocolate, very floral dough, which turned out really nice. Nice rolling boil. We're going to drop the orecchiette. Give it a shake so it doesn't stick. We're going to start the sauce. So we're going to start it with a little bit of black walnut stock. We just seeped the black walnuts in water overnight and then reduced it, and then I added a little bit of black walnut bitters just to like bring out a little more of the walnut flavor, which was really nice. So I think I actually inadvertently kind of did a Halloween themed dish without even realizing it. So if this comes out on Halloween, we're golden. So we're going to put in the vegetables right now. It's probably going to stain all those black. And we're going to mount this with a little butter. Wanted to start an emulsion before I added anything else, so now here comes the vinaigrette. For that bite, I just got a lot of smoke and then a lot of earthiness from the black walnut sunchoke. So it's there for sure. If I could get a crispier crunch from the actual black walnut pieces, I think I got to work on that a little bit, but it's really nice. I'll probably actually put it on the menus with the pasta, and then keep the sunchokes and switch around the veg seasonally. I like it. So I'm going to pick Scott Manley at Table Donkey Stick. I'm going to give him crab apples, which very in season right now. As far as I know, they're falling right off the tree, so another foraged ingredient that he can really work with, and I'm really excited to see what he can do with them. He's very creative, so I'm sure he'll do him proud.